Welcome to today's video. My name is Kay and this is Dress for My Day, and I'm so glad that you have joined me. We are going to talk about how you can define your signature style. That's right, your signature style. In fact, I really think that everybody has one, whether they mean to or not, but we don't want to just default into some signature style, you know, the way that people kind of know us or they label us or the way they think, oh, she always wears this or she always shows up in that. We want to define our signature style, and you absolutely can do that. We're going to do it today. So today's video is sponsored by Nordgreen. I'm so thankful. I really enjoy working with Nordgreen, and today I have the privilege and it's just an amazing opportunity to introduce you to a product that I have had the opportunity to create alongside Nordgreen, and I really created it with you in mind, so I'm so excited to share it with you. So ladies, let's talk about your signature style though, because I think we all have one. So maybe you're known as that woman who always, wears jeans, or she always wears a sweatshirt, or maybe your husband always wears khaki pants. We kind of default into a signature style unless we're careful. And I think we can define it. And here's some of the benefits, I think, of taking the time to define your signature style. Now, once again, I'm talking about signature style as opposed to your personal style. I think we all have a personal style aesthetic. We've talked about that so many times here about, maybe I'm classic, or I'm modern classic, or maybe I'm boho, or maybe I'm natural with a touch of renegade, or, whatever. So those are kind of like broad, sweeping terms. But today, we're actually talking about that signature style. So how you take your personal style aesthetic, that broad style aesthetic that you resonate with, and then you really make it your own by making some really definitive choices, some personal choices that make your outfits and your look really unique. Also, we've talked here before about how our outfit, our clothes, our wardrobe should tell our story. And so I think this is really a big part of it, is having that signature style so that everything you wear really does tell your story. Now, a few little caveats. First of all, you're not going to define your signature style today or like get it all together. I think this takes time, and it's something I've been really working on over the last few years, and I think I'm kind of getting there enough to where I'm ready to tell you about these things. And so I'm going to break this down into 5 steps. Now, these are 5 steps you don't have to do in any particular order, and you're not going to get them all done today. And there are things you're going to have to think about and mull over. But I really think if you go through these 5 steps, take some time with it, maybe jot some things down, look through your closet with these things in your mind, you are going to define your signature style. Oops, there I go. And you're going to feel so good about it. I think it will bring you great joy. I think it will give you confidence when you get dressed and you go out the door. And I think it will it will make it easier and more fun to shop for your wardrobe and to get dressed each day. All right, so the first step, I think, is to choose your colors. Now, I've talked about this so many times before, but I believe in a narrowed down color palette. And that doesn't mean you just wear the colors that somebody told you, a color analysis said, oh, you can wear these colors, because that's too broad. I really think it's smart to narrow our color palette down to anywhere from 2 to 4 neutrals that you just love wearing and that maybe you can even mix and match in your wardrobe. And also then maybe 3 to 5 at the most signature colors. And the more narrow you can get those signature colors, especially, the more defined your signature style would be. So I'm really enjoying, I just always enjoy wearing black. I know some women, I know a few women who they only wear black. And you know what? They look stunning in it, because when you decide on a color that you're just going to wear that all the time, then you learn how to, okay, what do I need to do to my hair? What color lipstick do I need to wear? What colors of blouses and all do I need to wear with that? So you're able to really think about it and to maybe kind of become an expert on it, right? So you can wear black, you could wear gray if you feel more comfortable in that, or navy. I'm really enjoying wearing camel and brown this year. It's really trendy, and I'm just loving brown. So that's a fun neutral color. Of course, there's ivory and white too. So narrow down your neutrals and then really have fun with your signature color. colors. Your signature colors are those that you enjoy, they bring you joy, you feel good in them, maybe you get compliments in them, and you just decide for yourself, these are the few colors that I'm really going to concentrate on for this season. I would say I've kind of learned not to try to define your signature colors for like all my life or even all this year, but instead, choose a few signature colors for each season, because that may change with the, especially the warmer seasons and then going into the cooler seasons. So one of my signature colors that we're going to kind of focus on today in the outfits I'm showing you is red. I love wearing red. I get a lot of compliments in it. It makes me happy. It's always been one of my very favorite colors. I have a red sofa. I love red. And so you're going to see me wearing red in a lot of these outfits as I just talk through the rest of these points. But I really think that choosing your signature colors and your signature neutrals for this season is a great way to define your signature style. The second thing you're going to do is just think about your wardrobe, the outfits that you wear, and consider what brings you great joy. What makes you feel authentic? What makes you feel like yourself? When you wear such and such, you feel really vibrant and you feel a little bit more alive than when you wear these other things. So what things make you feel your best? Make you feel like you're showing up a little bit more? Make you feel like this is the real you that you're presenting. And maybe even other people have said things like, wow, this looks like you today. Or maybe you've been shopping with a friend and she's pointed at something on a mannequin and she says, that looks like you. So it's those outfits, those combinations, those outfit formulas, if you will, those pieces in your wardrobe that really bring you joy, that make you feel authentic, and that also give you a little bit of confidence. I think that's what we're going for with our signature style too, is those things that really make us feel confident, maybe a little powerful, maybe they help us to speak up a little bit more, they make us feel alive and very present. And then the third thing that I think we might want to do as we're defining our signature style is to think about and maybe even gather together those milestone pieces in your wardrobe. And I'm going to tell you what that means, because maybe you don't even have any, or maybe you do and you just haven't thought about it. A milestone piece is something, it could be a gift. It could be a gift that somebody gave you, a very special gift. Maybe your husband gave it to you on an anniversary. Maybe your mother gave it to you. She handed it down to you even. Maybe it's an heirloom. Maybe your daughter gave it to you when she got married and it was something special that she gave to you. But I also think it's really smart of us, ladies, to purchase for ourselves some milestone pieces as we go through life. This ring that I'm wearing today is one that I purchased a number of years ago. I don't know, 6, 7, 8 years ago, when I had gone through a difficult season in life and I was kind of coming out of that and I was beginning to get my feet on the ground again and beginning to feel out myself. And I thought, I need to have something visible that I can look at and wear that reminds me that I have done this, that I have come out of this, and also that reminded me of God's faithfulness to bring me out of this, because I certainly didn't do it by myself. And so I purchased this ring for myself, and it has always, ever since then, it's been a reminder of that. It's been a reminder of coming through something hard, and also of my character being changed, of my faith growing during that season, of all those other spiritual treasures that I brought out of that hard season too. And so I think that's one way to look at milestones. Maybe you might want to purchase something for yourself, something special. It doesn't have to be real expensive. This ring was not extremely expensive. That reminds you that you've come through a difficult thing. Maybe your husband passed, and after a year or two, you want to even have something special made out of something of his to remind you that you have had some healing in your grief. Or maybe one of your children got married and you buy yourself something to wear to the wedding, something special, a piece of jewelry, some earrings, a necklace, and that reminds you of that time and also just raising that child and celebrating their life. Maybe you got a job promotion. When I reached a milestone as a blogger and a YouTuber, I bought myself this leather blazer, and it was pricey and it was an investment for me. I had some Nordgreen notes and I had a little bit of money tucked away, and it was one of those big milestones that James and I celebrated. And so I bought myself this blazer because I know it will stay in my wardrobe forever. I will never get rid of it, and it will always remind me of that little bit of success that I experienced. And so today I want to share with you a necklace that I've had the privilege to create alongside Nordgreen. And this is their Megara necklace. And I chose to create the necklace with a black agate stone. And Nordgreen has just recently introduced their jewelry, and when they approached me about collaborating with them on a special piece that I would introduce to my community, I was so excited. I have really enjoyed working with Nordgreen. They are a Scandinavian brand that I have been sharing their watches now for a couple of years, and you know how much I love those. But I also love Nordgreen as a company. They are a very thoughtful company. They allow you to make a decision about where a part of the proceeds from your purchase will go to one of their 3 NGOs that they support. And so when they asked me about collaborating with this necklace, I was just so excited. So this Megara necklace with the black agate stone, I think it's so delicate and beautiful. I love the fluid look of this design. I love the gentleness of it, really. What it reminds me of right now, and the kind of the way I've identified how I feel about this necklace, is that I've come to this place in my career and in what I do here where I've realized, ladies, that we have a reason to show up, and we have so much to give and so much to offer those around us, our family, our churches, our community, our co-workers. So many people are still counting on us to share our voice and to give and to serve and to lead and to share wisdom. And we all have a platform. But one thing I've determined is that we can make a statement without raising our voices. Sometimes the greatest statement that we can make is through a whisper. And to me, this necklace looks like a beautiful whisper of a statement. You know, I know some great teachers, my mother being one of them, who would use a tactic to control the classroom that might seem a little unintuitive. And that is that when the class would get out of order and maybe get loud and boisterous, instead of raising their voices and yelling, which I would probably be prone to do, they would actually lower their voices and begin to whisper. And then the students would want to hear what the teacher would say, so they would stop talking among themselves and they would lean in to hear her whisper. And that's how I see this necklace. I see it as a reminder that even a whisper can make a statement. And ladies, we have learned, we've lived long enough, we've been around the block enough to know that we don't have to yell, we don't have to raise our voices, we don't have to be loud and boisterous to get our point across or to contribute to our world. We can make a whisper and we can make a statement. And so this necklace means that to me. And so it is a milestone necklace, and I think it's beautiful. It's a beautifully accessible price point. It's not extremely expensive, but it is a quality necklace. It's very dainty. It works well with other jewelry. As you can see here today, I've actually worn it with mixed metals. I've worn it with silver and gold. And so it works beautifully with so many things. Anyhow, I'm so proud of that. And of course, I have a link below where you can check out the necklace and other pieces of jewelry at Nordgreen. And if you use my code KAYHRMS as usual, you'll get 15% off. Even if they're offering other specials at Nordgreen, you get 15% off of those too. So that is my next step. Number 3 in determining your signature style is to have some milestone pieces in your wardrobe, in your jewelry, in your accessories, accessories in your wardrobe itself that are important to you and that mean something, so that when you wear them, people may even say, oh, I love that blazer. And you can say, well, I love it too, and it has some significance to me. Or I love my necklace too, and here's what it means to me. Or yeah, I like this ring too, and here's why I purchased it. And step number 4 is kind of to take those things that I talked about in step number 2 and 3 and to wear them frequently, wear them in multiple types of outfits, wear them with joy and wear them with confidence. So if you are like me, I am a blazer woman. A blazer is that piece in my wardrobe that makes me feel confident. It makes me feel like myself. It just is something I gravitate towards. Every time I see a woman in a blazer, I want it. I want her blazer. I want to look like her. I love it. And so I try to wear blazers as often as I can. Now in the wintertime, you know, sometimes that gets a little hard and I tend to wear more like just jeans and sweater and an overcoat, but I do love my blazers, and so I do wear a lot of those. Find those pieces, whatever they are. Another piece I love, I've been wearing for years, it really is kind of one of those milestone pieces too, is my denim jacket. I've had that denim jacket since I was in my 20s. And I love wearing it. It reminds me, that denim jacket reminds me of raising my kids, because I wore it so much even as a young mom. It reminds me of those days. And so I feel very authentic in it. It feels like me, it feels like myself, makes me feel good, makes me feel really joyful. So find those pieces and then learn, teach yourself, educate yourself on how to incorporate those pieces into multiple types of outfits. So here I've worn joggers, but I've worn a denim jacket with them instead of like a hoodie or something. Or here I've worn those same joggers, but I've actually even worn that black blazer with it. You know, and I've worn other blazers with these very same joggers. So because I like those pieces, I've learned how to wear them both dressy and very casual. And so that's something I encourage you to do. Think about those things in your wardrobe, that special necklace, that special scarf maybe that you enjoy wearing, or maybe it's maybe you're a heels girl, a high heels girl. So think of ways you can wear those high heels with different kinds of outfits. Maybe you are a belt girl. I love my belts too. So you want to have a collection of belts and incorporate those belts into all kinds of outfits. And then step number 5 is going to be a natural result of that is you're going to create 2 to 3 style formulas that you are going to really perfect and you're just going to wear on repeat. Now, that doesn't mean you can't wear other things. Just because you have a signature style doesn't mean you're stuck in it. Okay, so we're not just talking about just, you know, you have to stay in your lane. I think there's great freedom in fashion, and we certainly can get out of our lane whenever we want to. But as we are trying to determine our personal signature style, and we want to create that, and instead of letting it be by default and somebody else saying, oh, she's that girl who just always wears, you know, such and such. I think it's important to take those pieces, take those milestone pieces, take those colors that you enjoy wearing, take the things in your wardrobe and the ways of wearing them in your outfits that bring you joy. Take all of that information and create for yourself 2 or 3 style formulas that you can just put together like that. So it could be something like jeans and a sweater, a V-neck sweater, and then you like to put a blazer over that, and that's a style formula. Or it could be maybe you're a skirt woman and you love to wear skirts. So it may be that one of your formulas is skirt, pullover sweater, and loafers. Or maybe one of your formulas is skirt, button-up shirt, and heels. So you determine 2 or 3 style formulas, like maybe even write them down, maybe take pictures, whatever, and decide, you know, I'm going to practice these, I'm going to perfect them, I'm going to make sure that when the next season comes along, I have everything I need in my wardrobe to do these style formulas. And really, the point of this, of course, is to bring us great joy. It's not to, like I said, nail us down to something that we then become stifled. It's not that at all, but it's a way of expressing ourselves through our clothing, a way of telling our story, and a way of showing up authentically, because I think that you absolutely have a reason to show up. I enjoyed sharing my necklace with you today. I hope you'll take the opportunity to look it up on the website through the link below, and of course use that code if you decide to purchase one or anything else. And let me know if you purchase one. When you do, you actually receive a little note from me, and it comes in a bag that has my identification on it, a little name on the little card and everything. So you're going to know it's from me. I think that's so sweet that Nordgreen's doing that for us, for our community. And so I'd love for you to have one, but there is certainly no great expectation for you to do that. But I do want to share it with you, and I'm so thankful to Nordgreen for sponsoring today's video, but also for giving me the opportunity to collaborate with them on this beautiful piece of jewelry. Thanks so much, ladies, for joining me today, and I'll see you again really soon. Bye.